divine life of the self. Let us start with a prayer to the Sadguru. Om Narayana Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. So, with the blessings of our Guru, Sri Prabhuji and Lord Krishna, we are back again to contemplate on the third chapter of the Gita, Karma Yoga. And so, lot has been said about it, and Krishna is going on and on about it. So, let us start with one question. What is the world? What is the world? What is the world? Someone please unmute.
Maya.
Okay. Yeah, that's a very...
Illusion.
Huh?
Illusion. I think it's the same thing. Never mind.
Maya, illusion. Adella philosophical answers. Alva. Practically, to understand what the world is, what is it?
Whatever we create in our mind.
Whatever we create in our mind is our world. We inhabit a common world, and also we have our personal worlds. So the common world is Ishvara Shrishti. Everyone sees a red rose, but somebody likes it and somebody doesn't like it. That is my Shrishti, Jiva Shrishti. Okay, so that was one of the first questions that when I started attending Prabhuji's class, that was the first thing which was addressed, and it has like settled into me. What is the world? The world is but a thought. The world is a thought. Whatever is created in the mind is a thought only. So everything out there is a thought. And what is a thought made up of? What is thought made up of?
Our memories.
Correct.
Sensory input also.
Sensory inputs. Yeah. Right. Yes, Shweta?
Also, wants and needs.
Raga, Dvesha. But with respect to what we are, with respect to 3.27, what is the major things, the raw materials of thought of the world itself?
Prakriti itself, the entire cosmos that we are
Prakriti, raw materials of Prakriti.
Gunas.
Object.
Guna andre yare ಏನಿದೆ ಗುಣನಲ್ಲಿ? Just break it down.
All the Sattva-guna, Rajaguna and Tamoguna, which are Kama, Krodha, Modal.
No, just three. Just three.
Okay,
Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Finish. SRT. That is what the world, my world is made up of. The outer world also is made up of only that. So that is what, that means what? It's all outside of me. Who am I? That's the question we need to dwell on all the time. If everything is outside of me, the world is outside of me, and inside my mind also, but the mind is also outside of me because I'm able to see it. So this is the kind of thought process that we need to engage in to create a distance between me and the real me and the created, the projected me, like Maya, illusion, all that you have said. So Krishna happily is telling us, Are, Prakriti is doing everything. And Rahul also gave us a beautiful presentation regarding the same. 3 gunas are responsible for all the things happening inside your mind and outside of you. So, ahankara vimudhatma karta aham. iti manyate. So that we are clear. And in the next sloka, 28, he says, the one who knows the truth, he is free from the effect of the gunas. The gunas will play. The one who knows the enlightened master is free from the effect of the gunas. And he is not attached to them. He is right in the middle of the gunas, but such a person is not affected by the gunas. So this 3.27 and 27, 28, they are all an extraordinary description of human nature. It's beautiful. So again, the same question. I don't know if how many missed it last time. How is the reflected face in the mirror related to the real face? I'm standing in front of a mirror. I can see my reflected face. What's the sambandha between this me and that reflected face? What is the sambandha? I think we had this last week also, I'm not sure, or 2-3 weeks before that, but this is very critical question. Is there any relationship between my face and the face in the mirror? Really?
I don't think so. There's a relationship that is that.
Hmm. Correct. There is absolutely no relationship between my real face and the reflection. But my entire life is going in thinking that reflection to be real. Isn't it? Everything is happening out there on the mirror. Whereas I am the one who's standing in this side. So what am I actually then, in which case? Simple thing. If I am not the reflected face, I am the one who is watching it, I am Sakshi. That's it. It's as simple as that. Whatever is passing through my mind and the experiences, they're all gunas. I am not that, I am Sakshi. Basic teaching. Okay, another question, critical question. How can I be free of the gunas? Is it possible, people? Is it possible to be free of my gunas?
Mm,
No,
I
but
don't.
yeah.
Go ahead, Sneha.
Sorry. We cannot be free from the gunas, but the goal is to transcend them.
Correct. What did Anu say?
Yeah, it's more like what is all the three gunas has its own characteristics, and try to raise above that whatever and transcend what Sneha just said. Yeah.
Correct. So all the three gunas are very much necessary. We need sattva to be sitting here and listening to the words of Krishna. That is sattva guna. And we go out and we are up and about doing things. That is rajoguna. And when we have to take a nap, it is tamoguna. Everything is absolutely necessary. That is how the world functions. So can I be free of gunas? Impossible. That's the answer. Impossible. One cannot be free of the gunas. Why? Because the reflected face and the real face, the reflected face and the mirror, they are inseparable. They're inseparable. Suppose it's a frozen picture. You are not moving away from the mirror. It's inseparable. It's part of the whole system. It's built in. It's a default mode. The moment I have a BMI, I have the gunas, because they are the ones which are reflected in the intellect as Chidabhasa, isn't it? So what can be done then? In which case, it's impossible to be separated from the gunas. So the only thing that can be done, like you all said, is not even transcendence. That's also difficult. Sakshi bhava. Sakshi, just witness. Because even a jnani will have his ups and downs, boiling points will rise and fall. All that will be happening. But the jnani is a sakshi. Because the real face is still there. And it's not just watching. So, It cannot, and you need not, separate the gunas from the Sakshi, because the Sakshi has no gunas at all. I mean, it's free. So I'm free from it. So what are you separating? Like that. But yes, intellectually, one has to transcend it. Transcendence, we can take it as Sakshi Bhava. That's what we need to do. So for that, of course, we need more and more Sattva Guna to transcend or become a Sakshi. Sattva Guna is very helpful. Rajo Guna, Tamo Guna, no good at all to do any transcendence business here. Okay, so we'll go to verse 29, which was more and more of the same. So it is said that Krishna is the best commentator on his own work. So he will say something and he will reiterate. That's a beauty. He writes his own commentary, it is said. So this is 29. Prakrute guna sammudhaha sajjante guna karmasu tan krishna vido mandan krishna vinna vichalayet. Those deluded by the qualities of nature are attached to the functions of the qualities. The man of perfect knowledge should not unsettle the foolish who are of imperfect knowledge. Array, we have done this. I'm sorry. So we can move to the next. So let us not wear it on our sleeve that I'm a Vedantin. I know more than you and all that. There is no need for doing all this. This is not necessary is what Krishna is telling us. All right. Then Mai Sarvani Karmani Sanyastya Adhyatma Chetasa Nirashir Nirmamo Bhutva Yudhyasva Vigata Jvaraha. Beautiful. So after listening to all that, Arjuna will have a question. So what next? What am I supposed to do? And here Krishna is giving us the answer. Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya adhyatma chetasa nirashir nirmamo bhutva yudhyasva vigatajvaraha. Beautiful. Renouncing all actions in me. Mai sarvani sanyasya karmani sanyasya. Sanyasya adhyatma chetasa means with a mind centered on the self. Adhyatma chetasa. With your mind centered in your own self. Nirashi, free from hope. Asha, nirmama, free from me and mine, egoism. Nirashi, nirmamo, bhutva, yudhyasva. Go out there and do your work. How? Vigata jvara, free from your mental fever. So beautiful. No? Lovely. Anyone wants to chant, please feel free, because these words are very powerful and it's good to listen to them from the words of Bhagavan again and again. Yudhyasva vigata jvara. Beautiful. Yes, please chant if anyone is free to do that.
I can.
Yes.
मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि सन्न्यस्याध्यात्मचेतसा निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः.
Yes.
ಹೇಳಿ ಮೈ ಸರ್ವಾಣಿ ಕರ್ಮಾಣಿ ಸಂನ್ಯಾಸ್ಯಾಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಚೇತಸಾ ನಿರಾಶಿರ್ನಿರ್ಮಮೋ ಭೂತ್ವಾ ಯುದ್ಧಸ್ಯ ವಿಗತಜ್ವರಃ.
Yes. Anyone else? Feel free. So, my karmani. ಹೇಳಿ. Yes, Shweta.
मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि
Sanyasya
okay, sorry, go ahead.
You can split it. Sanyasya adhyatma chetasa.
सन्न्यस्य आध्यात्मचेतसा निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युधायस्व विगतज्वरः
Yudhyasva.
युध्यस्व
Yudhyasva. Fight. Yudhyasva vigatajvaraha.
युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः.
Yes. Nyaro, who else? Who else? Who else? Welcome.
Ji, may
Yes.
I?
Yes, yes, of course, please.
मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि सन्न्यस्याध्यात्मचेतसा निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः.
Beautiful.
मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि
Adhyatma.
सन्न्यस्याध्यात्मचेतसा निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः.
Very beautiful. Yes. Nyaro. Anupama, Shaila, free to chant?
I'll go. मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि सन्न्यस्याध्यात्मचेतसा निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतस्तज्वरः.
Good. All right. So let us unpack this. Anyone wants to comment on this, please feel free. Rahul, you haven't said anything, but I guess you could be busy too. That's fine. So what am I supposed to ಹೇಳಿ
ಅಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ I'll pitch in, Ji.
ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay. You want to do that? Okay, fine. Done.
Sure.
So what am I supposed to do? Arjuna is asking. He said, everything you just offer it to me and you act. Ashte. Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya. Adhyatma chetasa. And be always, you remember, ನಾನು ನಾನೆಂಬುದು ನಾನಲ್ಲ ಈ ದೇಹ ಮನ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನೆನಪಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಶುಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಿಕ್ ಇನ್ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮ ಚೇತಸ? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗುಡ್ ವೆನ್ if I'm able to remember that all the time, it's fantastic. But at least when I'm swayed by my emotions, when I feel something is, when I feel the force of the emotions, immediately adhyatma chetasa. Yudhyasva, go ahead and fight. Vigata jvara, without all these, constant giddy in the head. Vigata jvara, don't have that high temperature all the time. What a beautiful word, Vigata jvara. Now, actually, Krishna is actually telling us you're always in jvara, isn't it? I mean, we should think about it. Arey, I'm always so high, always dancing about like a cat on a hot tin roof. My God. So, I mean, it's really shocking. He's showing a mirror to me. You're always in jvara, always thinking about this, about that. More than actually doing stuff, you're thinking about it more. So, Vigata jvara, be free of jvara, is what he's saying. And yudhyasva, don't sit in a corner. So all this has started because Arjuna asked him, why, if sannyasa is so great, why don't I take it and go away? That was the first question with which this third chapter started. So he said, you can't. Even if you go, why? Because of prakriti. See, the flow is so beautiful. He said, why can't I go ahead and take sannyasa? Krishna says, because your prakriti won't allow it. Even if you go to the Himalayas and sit in a cave, your mind will go on and on. Arey, that rascal Duryodhana, I should have kicked him, I should have done this, I should have done that. You think, that jvara is always in your head because you are rajasic, you are a kshatriya. You cannot. So like that, prakriti is doing everything. And even as a kshatriya, you are going to fight the war because it's your nature, you're endowed with those qualities, but you are not that. So all these things have a beautiful flow. And now he has come to the conclusion. Stop fretting, and screaming and doing all this and just go about your business. That's what he is saying. And this particular shloka is the heart of Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is not another thing on my to-do list. It is to be internalized. With this clear understanding that everything belongs to him, with the clear understanding that everything is belongs to outside of me is belonging to Prakriti, which is nothing but the Lord himself, because they are inseparable. Prakriti and Purusha are inseparable, isn't it? As long as there is a reflection, there is both. So everything belongs to him. So with spiritually awakened intellect, go on doing your work. This is what it is saying. Nirashi. ಏನದು ನಿರಾಶಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ? Because whatever I do, I have some expectation. Again, we come to that karmanyavadikaraste, nirashi. It is my business to give you karma phala. I am the karma phala data. You have no business to expect anything. So, nirashi. Let us go through life as a prasada, with a prasada buddhi. I have no preferences. See, the best thing, the example of prasada is very beautiful, because when I go to a temple and something is given to me as prasada, I will not see, I don't like this fruit. I wish I could have got that fruit. I don't think we do that. Whatever is given to us with bhakti, we receive. Ashte, this has to be extrapolate into your life, is what Krishna is telling us. Nirmama, no possessiveness. Nothing belongs to me. Least of all the people around me. My children, my spouse, my house, my environment. Nothing belongs to me. Prakriti, it belongs to Prakriti. I am just the custodian, especially with children. I am the custodian, or as the house, homemaker, or the one who is in charge of the house. I am a custodian. I am just the darwan. I am just looking after it till it is taken away from me. Ashte. Prakriti does two things. What does it? It has gunas and kriya. Two things, it's just going on doing. Both of those we appropriate for ourselves. The gunas and the doing, the kriya, everything we appropriate. And even from the medical and scientific standpoint, like Rahul said, very little is truly under my control. That Libet experiment or whatever Rahul was talking about, it's all neurons are fired even before I can take a little action. So, moment to moment, let us learn to credit everything to Krishna. Ashte. That's all we can do. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says there are 3 steps which you can adopt in daily life. First, affirm that I am Brahman. I am Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi. With Advaita Bhava, intellectually you affirm. Then with the heart, God, you are everything. You offer it to him. Sharanagati. These things we can do. Both head and heart. And Kriya, hands, like Prabhuji says, head, heart and hands should always be in alignment. Yes, Rahul, you have the floor.
Just continuing
Yeah,
with
please.
what you mentioned. Even that continuous reiteration that when Krishna is saying surrender unto me, or I am the I am the the one under whom you have to take refuge and the conscious reiteration that me is my own higher self. On the rathadalli indriyani hayanahu vishamsteshu gochana. So it's not some external person ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಾನು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಬೇರೆ ಸೆಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ರಿಯೈಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು ನಾವು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೈ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಮೀ ವಿದಿನ್ ಮೀ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು. ಅಗೇನ್ ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಬ್ರಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ಲೈಬೆಟ್, ಬೆಂಜಮಿನ್ ಲೈಬೆಟ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಮೋರ್. ನಾನು I have still not stopped reading about it. I'm still researching. So I was trying to understand something like a game like badminton. Badminton is the fastest sport in the world. Okay. If you take a professional smash in a badminton advaga, it travels anywhere between 300 to 400 kilometers per hour speed. and ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು milliseconds ತಂದರೆ it comes roughly somewhere to about 250 milliseconds ಅಲ್ಲಿ it travels. So so it's like the reaction time that the brain or we have when we are playing such a game, ಅಷ್ಟು fast game ಆಡುವಾಗ, is roughly about 250 milliseconds is the time that I have to make a decision.
My God.
ಅಷ್ಟು ಫಾಸ್ಟಾಗಿ ನನ್ನ ಅಪೋನೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಮ್ಯಾಶ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಫಾರ್ ಮಿ ಟು ರಿಸೀವ್ ದಟ್ ಸ್ಮ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅದು. ಬಟ್ ಬಯಾಲಜಿಕಲಿ the it takes longer for us to actually have a conscious free will ಬರಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ it goes almost to 900 milliseconds. That is the time that we need, almost 4 times, three times ಇದು. So then if there is a professional game that you are watching on TV and one of the players smashed at 400 kilometers per hour speedily and the other player received it, then the question is, did the player receive it or did the player's body receive it? The muscle memory. So my question that I was pondering about was, mat free will elli bantu anta, and again ChatGPT actually validated that thing. So the conscious practice that I did for the years together that I did, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಫ್ರೀ ವಿಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಸೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ನಾನು ಈ ಸ್ಮ್ಯಾಶ್ನ ನಾನು ಲೆಟ್ ಮೀ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಇಟ್ 1000 times, 1500 times ನಾನು ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅನ್ನೋ ಫ್ರೀ ವಿಲ್ ನನಗಿತ್ತು. ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಮಸಲ್ ಮೆಮರಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಆನ್ ದ ಟೂರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಡೇ ದಟ್ 400 kilometers per hour ಸ್ಮ್ಯಾಶ್ನ ಮೈ ಬಾಡಿ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಟೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕಲಿ ಅಂತ. So when I'm doing my sessions also, in fact, every company that I deal with the senior leadership team, or when they're complaining about the non-demonstration of behaviors, ಅಂದರೆ ದ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ಸ್ ಈ ಥರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಸರ್, ಮಾಡೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. ದ ಲೀಡರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಂಪಥೆಟಿಕ್ ಲಿಸನರ್ಸ್, ದ ಲೀಡರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಟಿವ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್, ಅವ್ರು ಬರೀ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟೇಕರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಪಾಡಿಗೆ ಅವರೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಥರ ವೆನ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಮೀ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದೆಮ್, ಮೈ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ನೌ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಸತ್ವ ರಜಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ತಮೋ ಗುಣಾಸ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ದಟ್ ದೀಸ್ ಲೀಡರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿದ ಥರ ವೆನ್ ವಿಲ್ ದ ಗುಣಾಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್? I think that would be when the oceans don't have waves anymore. Right? So the waves are the nature of the ocean, the sea. So Prakriti's nature is sattva, rajas and tamoguna. So I think for me the step number one is, can I accept and acknowledge that my body is the sattva, rajas and tamoguna in my body and system is taking care of the show. Right? Predominantly, most of the time, and I'm actually a slave of that until I have this awareness.
Allah, most of the time, Allah, all the time.
All the time, yeah. The body is only acting actually. So, ahankara vimod hatma karta hamiti manyate. I think that second line is really important for us to continuously remember. ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ actually ಅಲ್ಲಿ, the body actually took over ಅಂತ. And if I can consciously ಆ್ಯಡ್, ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿತರ ದ 3 ಗುಣ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿನೇ ಆ 3 ಗುಣನ ಆಚೆ ಬರೋಕ್ಕಾಗದು ನಮಗೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ದ
ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ರಿಯಾನೇ ನಡೆಯೋದಿಲ್ಲ.
ಹೌದು, ಯಾ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಯು ರಿಮೂವ್ ಅ ಥಾರ್ನ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಥಾರ್ನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಮುಳ್ಳಿಂದ ತೆಗಿಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಥರ. ಗುಣಗಳಿಂದ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿನೇ ಗುಣದಿಂದ ಆಚೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ನಾವು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ಆ ಥರ. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ದ ಸತ್ಸಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ವಿ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ಲಿ ಮಿಂಗಲ್ ವಿತ್ people of the right mindsets, read the right books, watch the right movies. So it's all important, boils there. Yeah.
Well said.
Just wanted to add that. Yeah.
Very well said. Yes.
I would like to add a bit to this.
Yes.
Actually, Rahulji, so speaking of sports, right? My daughter is a table tennis player.
Oh, nice.
She's constantly trying to improve her game mentally and physically. So when it came to the mental game, so she came across this book, The Inner Mind and the Inner Game. It's actually written by a tennis coach,
Okay.
Timothy Galloway and So adralli, one of the guides, the way the book starts is, there are two things to the player. There are two selves, self 1 and self 2 and So the self 1 is the natural player.
Okay.
Right? The self 2 is the mind that constantly tells the self 1 to do this and that. So most of the time, so ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ across all sports, the common pattern is all the players, they do rigorous practice. Mentally, physically, ella agirutte practice alli. But in the match, it's a completely different ball game.
True.
So he
Absolutely.
says this ability to watch yourself, watch the self, the mind telling the body what to do and what not. Actually, the body can very naturally do it because of all the practice, right? It can very naturally receive a particular serve or
True.
serve I mean, study the opponent in a certain way and the service ella kodake adikella. So how much you stop telling yourself, the mind stops, telling do this, do that. That much better you'll become. I mean, that your performance will be that much better.
Correct. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Calmness has to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Vigata Jwara.
Yes.
Ah, see, so beautiful.
It's so amazing that the entire world, I mean, being from people from different parts of the world finally concur to the same
Absolutely.
philosophy, same thing.
Absolutely.
The same Prakriti, the same Purusha.
ಹೌದು.
ಅದೇ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಶಂಕರಾಚಾರ್ಯರು ಭಜಗೋವಿಂದಮಲ್ಲಿ ಸತ್ಸಂಗತ್ವೇ ನಿಸ್ಸಂಗತ್ವಂ ನಿಸ್ಸಂಗತ್ವೇ ನಿರ್ಮೋಹತ್ವಂ ನಿರ್ಮೋಹತ್ವೇ ನಿಶ್ಚಲತತ್ವಂ ನಿಶ್ಚಲತತ್ವೇ ಜೀವನ್ ಮುಕ್ತಿ ಅಂತ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಈಸ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲಿ brought in. So the only way I think is only through satsanga only. So I think that's the starting point for us to sort of not overpower, that transcend the gunas. So
See, Satsangatve, Nissangatvam, Nirmohatvam Anbutto, Shankara, how much he achieved? Vigata Jvara. Only when you are Vigata Jvara, one can do so many things in such a short span. Vivekananda too, just 39 years. And he achieved so much. And he used to say his favorite. So when the question comes, okay, there are all the gunas and everything is happening, what am I supposed to do? So apart from what Bhagavan is saying, that is the ultimate. That is, he says you can only polish the mirror.
Yeah.
Go on polishing the mirror. That means Chitta Shuddhi, whatever he keeps telling us. That's all we can go on doing. So rise more and more. So when we polish the mirror, more rajas will turn into sattva. So sattva is, we need the sattva to do all the other stuff, Then comes transcendence. So 2 leaks have to be plugged. 2 leaks. ಏನಪ್ಪದು? Asha, mamata. ನಿರಾಶಿ ಭೂತ್ವ ನಿರ್ಮಮೋ ಭೂತ್ವ. ಆಸೆ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬಾರ್ದು. That doesn't mean ambition ಇರಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ. See, these are all very dicey things, no, to explain. Oh, if I don't have Asha, then how can I do ಅಂತ. ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹಂಗಾಗಲ್ಲ. For that, we only have to look at the lives of enlightened masters, of Prabhuji. I don't think he has any ase. He is doing a workshop. ಇಂಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. 5 ಜನ ಬಂದ್ರ, ಒಬ್ರು ಬಂದ್ರ, 50 ಜನ ಬಂದ್ರ, ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಹಿಮ್ ಒನ್ ಬಿಟ್. Isn't it? That is nirasha. But he will do. Kriya is happening. For that, rajas is needed, sattva is needed, everything is needed. He will do all that. But nirashi, nirmama, that's also there. These are the 2 plugs we need to, leaks we need to plug. So, we have to take a step back and ask what is the baggage that I have from the past and drop them. The jvara will be there in the form of kriya. Ashte. Then why should I offer all my baggage to Bhagavan? In the baggage, he says you offer to Bhagavan. Why? Why should I offer my karmas to Bhagavan? Why? Because Bhagavan has given me this body. Prakriti has given me this body. I have to take care of it and I have to give it back. Like in a company, Rahul will understand, all of us will understand. The worker, the employee is given all the resources by the company to do its job. You have to do company's job there, no? When you go to work. That's what we also have to do here. All the resources given by Bhagavan. So I have to work for him. Simple, actually. It's very, very simple. Everything he has given me. have to do his job. What is Bhagwan's job? Loka Kalyana, Loka Sangraha, Atmano Mokshartam. Okay, I have given you this body, mind, intellect. Realize who you are. And while you are still in the body, mind, you just do good for the world. Ashte simple tattva here. Because it's his, I have to do his work. With how? With Adhyatma Chetasa. There's a beautiful Kabir Das Doha, I'm sure some of the singers in you know. Chadariya Jhini Jhini. Do you know that? So this cloth, Kabir Das said, the cloth that I'm wearing, that is this body mind, it was given to me in pristine condition by the Lord. Shariratraya. When I say body, I always mean the three, the mind also, body, mind, intellect. It was given to me in pristine condition by the Lord. So when I give it back to him, it has to be again in pristine condition. Don't give it tattered and torn, with all the holes and dirty. Keep it clean and give it back, nicely fold it properly and give it back to Bhagavan. So beautiful, no? So,
Yeah, this is
yeah. So human life is like a finely woven cloth. That's what Kabir Das says. And it is very subtle, it's precious, and it is easily damaged. So take care of it very well. Sukshma Tara, the mind and intellect, they're so Sukshma. Please take care of it. Don't be very, careless about it. It's fragile. Treat it with reverence. Another question. And the saints, they offered this BMI in a better condition, because when I was born with some vasanas and baggage also. So when I give it back, I give it without all that, like that. But another question, what about this sattva? The mind has to become more and more and more sattvic anta heltare, which is very valid, because we need more sattva in to do all the a better work. So a sattvic mind, is it more sensitive or less sensitive? What do you think?
more sensitive.
To what?
Compassion, again, like you mentioned, I think it is compassionate also. So ಅದು ಒಂಥರ ಬಂಧನೇ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತದೆ ಅವಾಗ. ಸೊ
That's the golden shackle. Otherwise, but as long as BMI is there, shackle idde ideyalla.
Alla, more sensitive to Bhagwan's, the natural course of things.
Correct.
I think.
So generally, we are also very sensitive as of now. We are sensitive to what now?
Through our egos, we are sensitive.
ನನಗೆ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಏನಾದರೂ ಅಂದು ಮುಗೀತು, ತುಂಬಾ ಸೆನ್ಸಿಟಿವ್. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ವೆರಿ ಸೆನ್ಸಿಟಿವ್ in the wrong direction. Yeah, and as the sattva grows in me, that sensitivity will be for others. Are, did I hurt that person ಅಂತ ಆ ಥರ ನಾನು ಹರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿರಲಿ, ಅದಿದ್ದೇ ಇದೆ. We have done this all along, we have done it.
Yes.
It has to reverse. That sensitivity will get reversed. We'll have to Allah, we'll get reversed. How? By writing the Swadhyaya diary, isn't it? Rahul, are you doing it?
Yeah, I'm shorthand ತರ ಬರ್ಕೋದೆ and some observations of what is happening there. Yeah. Purnimiji, I'm just reminded of something else also parallelly again. Viveka Chudamani-dallunu, the second shloka, the first chapter, second shloka, it talks about I don't remember exactly, but jantunam narajanma durlabhamatah tato pumstvam anta. ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಜಂತೂಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಜನ್ಮಗಳು ತಗೊಳ್ತಿರುವಾಗ ನರಜನ್ಮ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್. ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಟು ಬಿ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಪುಂಸ್ತ್ವಂ ಅಂತ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ is so badly misinterpreted in so many contexts as a man anta, which is, and Viveka Chudam, iವರು Swami Chinmayananda ಅವರು ಎಷ್ಟು fantastically he's removed that misinterpretation while you were mentioning. So gunas together, put together, is prakriti, which is the female, which is the prakriti and purusha anta ನಾವು ಸೊ ತಥೋ ಪುಂಸ್ತವಂ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರುವಾಗ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದ ಬಯಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಜೆಂಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಪುರುಷತ್ವ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಪುರುಷತ್ವ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಮೇಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ತ್ರೀತ್ವಂ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಸೊ I was just reminded of that. Thought I'll just add that. Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah. So 3 things he mentions: human janma, and idu
Tato vipratah to
to that mumukshu, basically to be
mumukshu.
and then to have a sadguru. That's the ultimate. ಅದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಶ್ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರೋದು ಅತಿ 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 ದುರ್ಲಭ. Very blessed.
Again, from the last session of Prabhuji last Saturday,
yes.
I was really glad that he is doing Atmadarshana. I mean, this is a revised form of Atmadarshana ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. So, but he said we should not get into the trap of trying to do Bhakti Yoga and Jnana Yoga ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಒಟ್ಟೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಟ್ರಿಕಿ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಅಂತ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಒಂದಲ್ಲ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಸರೆಂಡರ್ ಟು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೇ ಹೀ ಈಸ್ ದ ರೀಸನ್ ಹೀ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ. ಆರ್ ಐ ಶುಡ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಓನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಇನ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈ ಲೈಫ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ಬೆಟರ್ ಡೂ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆತ್ಮನ ಮೋಕ್ಷಾರ್ಥಂ ಜಗತ್ಹಿತಾಯ. ಅರ್ಧ ನಾನು ಅವನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಅರ್ಧ ನಾನು ಜ್ಞಾನ ಯೋಗ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಕೀಪಿಂಗ್ ಯುವರ್ ಲೆಗ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ 2 boats. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟ್ರೆಡ್ ಅಂತ he sort of warned, so intellectually ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ and I am trying to question who am I, why am I doing this, where is this coming from ಅಂತಾನು ಅದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಬಟ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೃಷ್ಣನೇ ಕಾರಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ದ ಈಗೋಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇ, ದ ಈಗೋ ಇಸ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ಲೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ದೇರ್ and not letting me either go on this boat also or on that boat also. So either be like Mirabai and completely surrender to Krishna without any Shastras and Puranas and Vedantas and Upanishads. She probably didn't bother about those things. Or be a complete Jnani like Ramana Maharshi or Prabhuji, you completely go in this path. So that is something I've been contemplating a lot. So
I would like to discuss that with him, definitely.
Because
we are doing both, alva.
We are,
we are taking Hanuman as the ideal. What did he say? When I feel I'm the body, I'm your servant, dasoham. And when I meditate on you, O Lord Rama, I'm a Jiva, I'm Atma, you are Paramatma. But at the level of Sakshi, you and I are the same anta.
Are the same.
ಗುರುಗಳೇ ಬೇಕಾದ ಸತಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
I think maybe at that different stages.
I think same Hanuman. See, we are also going through all the stages in our daily life, alva.
So if I'm completely saying Krishna is the reason for everything, or or the ultimate Almighty is the reason, ownership on what I am doing, I might start losing it.
Intellectual enquiry can be done as a service to Krishna, alva. See, whatever, everything is a kriya only. Atma Vichara is also a kriya. Alva. I would really love some clarification from Prabhuji.
Because I think that the trick that the ego will play is ನನಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾನು ಓನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಬೇಡದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲ ದೇವರ ಆಟ ಅಂತ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ತಗೊಳ್ಳೇಬಾರ್ದು. That is there. Ownership
ಅದನ್ನು ತಗೋಬಾರ್ದು.
Yes, Kamala wanted to add something to it. Yes, Kamala?
Yeah, the same Purnimaji, whatever you said only. See, always bhakti and karma is required for chitta shuddhi. Though jnana part we have, we can contemplate. The thing is, the key is we need to be aware of what we are doing.
Yeah. That awareness, that sakshi, that is the main sadhana for all of us. Sakshi bhava. Always. Ownership ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. There is no owner. Sakshi will not take any ownership. He is just watching the show and enjoying. It is not mine, like how we watch a movie. What do we own in the movie? Nothing. So, yes, I would like some more clarity on that, because just the other day I was listening to another example given by Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. So, he tells the story of a weaver woman. Okay, weavers, they were all gossiping among each other, and one lady saw another friend of hers steal a little, small roll of thread and put it in her, sari. She just put it in her fist and she was hiding it. And so the weaver women, they were all singing and dancing, they all always in those days, they sing and, you do your work. And so at some point of time, they stopped weaving and they all raised their hands and they were, singing and dancing. So this woman was holding on to the thread and only one hand she was lifting. And so everyone says, why don't you lift the other hand also, Anta? So the meaning why Ramakrishna gave this example is lift both your hands and enjoy. One hand is Nirguna Brahma, one hand is Saguna Brahma. Both you are in and through both you have to enjoy, Anta. Saguna is bhakti. Nirguna is, of course, Sakshi Bhava. ಎರಡೂ ಒಟ್ಟೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ, otherwise there is no fun in the world ಅಂತ. So yes, I would definitely request Prabhuji to throw light on this, what he meant. Yes, Kamala.
One more thing, Purnimaji. So he contemplated in that way, like when regarding emotions, okay. So it is very easy for us to blame others. So at that time, we should have that jnana. It is not from others; it is from us only. Either take that, or you accept everything as a prasada of God.
Athara.
This jnana and bhakti.
Okay. Say that again. Let it sink in. Huh. Again you explain, Kamala.
So how the emotions arrive in our mind. So when something negative happens to us, it is always easy for us to blame others. So when that comes, you need to think that it is not because of others it is happening. It is you writing your own emotions or happening. Whatever things are happening around you is because of your own emotions only. You create it. So that kind of complete responsibility you take. That is jnana. Or surrender everything to God. Everything is happening because of God. You are teaching me something, and I need to learn from that.
All right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This is the context. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. I think there were the last two videos also that Prabhuji shared on the group also. They talks about the same thing once again. So it's either completely believe that
Okay. Now I
it
got
is external, or you take complete ownership on the, especially the last two videos he shared on the group.
Okay. Now I got it. Now I got the clarity. Thank you, Kamala. Because
Thank
otherwise
you,
it was ಅರ್ಧಂಬರ್ಧ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ. So either take everything as prasada from the Lord, or you take complete ownership. Yes, makes sense. Yes, because of me, that other person is getting triggered. Adu idu antalla. I should correct myself. Or even my behavior also put on him, I'm getting angry. Okay, Baba, you are the one who is making me. Somehow, and to get back to samatvam, basically. Isn't it? Come back to your equanimity and be vigata jvara. Very good, very good. Any more inputs from last week's session? Because the time is up. Any more insights? Please share. Those who attended either in person or Zoom fully. ಇನ್ನೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಇನ್ಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ಯೂಸ್ಫುಲ್.
ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮಾಜಿ, ಒಂದು ಕ್ವೆಶನ್. ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ಸ್ಯಾಡ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಆರ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಅಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ whenever you are angry or something on something, but is it same holds for the situations or the conditioning, whatever or consequences are happening around you?
Come again, you repeat the question.
Is it the same thing that because of the thoughts of the yourself and the front person, the consequences are happening?
ಹೌದು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಫ್
It holds the same, correct alva?
All a play of gunas. Everything is a play of gunas. It is that person's guna and my person's guna. They're all, see, last time I think we had this example. My gunas that I have, it is like a pet dog, on this side of the gate, inside the house. And the persons of the other side of the world, it is like a street dog outside. And what do? they bark at each other. No, that is what is interaction, no, Shweta? Huh?
Yes, Namaji. Yes. But I just wanted that clarification. It all depends
ಎಲ್ಲ
upon.
ಗುಣನೇ ಇದು ನನ್ನ ಪೆಟ್ ಡಾಗು ನಾನು ಪಾಲಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಗುಣಗಳು ಆಲ್ ಮೈ ಜ್ವರಾಸ್ I have been nurturing them. Outside also same thing is happening. I know. So they are barking at each other ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು yes, ಸಾಕ್ಷಿ. Everything is guna only. There is a cosmic will and a collective will, and there's an individual will. Ella serkondo full kachada kichdi is happening. Yeah.
Thank you,
Okay,
Purna.
people. Any more insights from last week?
Adeji, so I mean, like you mentioned, so any negative emotion or even positive emotion that we are experiencing from outside is indicative of an unhealed portion from inside. So one of the video also says it's a blessing if something upsets you or frustrates you. That incident or person is actually a blessing that has come to you to show you, see, this is where you have not healed yet ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. So that was a beautiful insight, yeah, for me.
That same thing happens with the body also ಅಲ್ವಾ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನೋ ಒಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ತಾನೇ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ
ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದು, yeah.
Then only I can heal it.
Absolutely.
What is the body? Annamaya kosha and manomaya kosha, they're just subtler and grosser forms of the same energy. ಅಲ್ವಾ?
Correct.
Very beautiful. So ಹೋಮಿಯೋಪತಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಒಬ್ರು ಇದ್ರು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹಳಬ್ರು. That homeopathy, it takes forever to cure ಒಂಥರ. And ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅವರು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಔಷಧಿ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡೋದು ಅದೇನಿದ್ರು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ pain, whatever it used to become more. So we would ask him what is happening. He'll say the enemy is coming out. Whatever is inside the body is coming out. That's how to get healed. Oh, beautiful point. What you just recalled. So if I'm getting more and more angry, that means there is more and more anger in me, which is coming out.
Yeah.
Which has to be healed. Very nice, very nice. Good. So that's it for today, I guess. We can stop. People want to pitch in more, please do. Questions, doubts, clarifications, inputs. ಏನಾದರೂ ಹೇಳಿ ಇದ್ರೆ or can we end for today?
There's definitely a lot of questions in me, but right now, barta illa. I really would love to have more and more of the karma questions.
Rahul also last week he put a lot of question marks against many thoughts. They are also unresolved. I don't know whether we need to go to it or is it more intellectual exercise?
It ends there only, Purnimaji. Where ultimately it's about how I am feeling and what the doership karta hai miti manyate anna vag a portion alane, what is it that I am taking ownership of and how am I feeling, that will lead to my karma phala anta. So the moment I start believing and accepting that I am not the karta, the karma phala will start dismantling itself. So so that's where it ends. So the question marks are how did I feel at the end of it? How much of ownership did I take? How much of doership did I assume? So
what I was thinking about your matrix, it is really very, very, very complicated. Many gray areas, correct ಆಗಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ? Because a lot of whole network has happened behind that.
Absolutely. There's so many things behind it. In fact, I didn't complete that this thing, Purnimaji. I mean, if I can take like 2 minutes, So
sure. Carry on.
So there is this another Ramayana study circle also that I'm part of. So we're reading the full version of Ramayana, Vivek Debroy translation. So when we came to this part of Dasharatha dying after Rama leaves to the forest. Before he dies, he recounts the incident of him killing Shravanakumara alva ada. So Shravanakumarana kontiddu was accidental. He didn't really intend to kill Shravanakumara. So now but he says, because I killed that young Brahmana and I separated him from his parents, I am now experiencing the separation from my son as a parent. So
Right.
the question that we were contemplating on that group was, did Dasharatha experience karma phala
Hmm.
because he killed Shravana Kumara, or because Shravana Kumara's parents cursed him?
Hmm.
So Shravanakumara's parents curse him, alva, when he goes to the parents to let them know that I accidentally killed your son anta ತಿಳಿಸಕ್ ಹೋದಾಗ his parents curse him. So
Correct.
ನೀನು ಇದೇ ತರ ಪುತ್ರ
ಶೋಕ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ವಿಯೋಗ.
ಸೊ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ದಿಸ್, ನೀನು ಹೀಗೆ ಸಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯ ಅಂತ ಕರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
Hmm.
ಬಟ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಶ್ರವಣಕುಮಾರ ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಫಾರ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಹಿಮ್. ಹಿ ಸೇಸ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ರೆಡಿ ಟು ಫಾರ್ ಗಿವ್ ಯು. ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ದಟ್ ನೀವು ಡೆಲಿಬ್ರೇಟ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಸಾಯಿಸ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಬಟ್ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ಹೌ ಮೈ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ ದಿಸ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಟೆಲ್ ದೆಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ, ಬಟ್ ದ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕರ್ಸ್ ಹಿಮ್. So now the question boiled down to, did Dasharatha experience karma phala because he killed Shravana Kumara, because Shravana Kumara forgave him,
Hmm.
and but illi Shravana Kumara's parents cursed him.
Hmm. Sari.
So which one was the reason for him to suffer the karma phala, and was thus the contemplation.
Conundrum. Who
I
can
would
answer?
I would
Let
like
us
to
ask.
ask what
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
what others
Because
say.
because of the curse that Dasharatha, directly got from the parents, right? So it would have lingered in his mind, alva.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
Even before Rama was separated from him, even before Rama was born, also perhaps.
Hmm.
So
ಹೌದು.
that's also a suffering, alva.
Ah. So I asked ChatGPT this question: what if Dasharatha had landed up killing an actual deer that he intended to kill, and he didn't kill Shravana Kumara? Would he still experience karma phala for that?
And what did the great
GPT.
So
We are almost.
ChatGPT has become
Go ahead.
a great friend in this journey, So because it's consolidating the text very beautifully and giving it in one space. So Illy, when I shared in the first session of the Neuroscience of Karma, karma is action with intention mandatorily. So without intention, it becomes kriya. Anta was what the text mentioned. So now Dasharatha, he had this ability of Shabdavedi, and he could only listen and then shoot the arrow. So he accidentally killed Shravana Kumara, but the intention to kill was there. Whether it was to kill or a deer or a rabbit or a horse or whatever, or a lion, the intention to kill was there. And it was not to protect himself also, it was only for sport. So it was like a Rajara sport. So ChatGPT very beautifully said, just because it is a tradition of the kings to hunt, it doesn't make it
Right.
non-karmic. The intention to kill is still there. So even if he landed up killing a deer only that he wanted to kill, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದ ಕರ್ಮ ಫಲ he would have suffered anyway. Because he landed up killing Shravana Kumara, who was a human being. The curse of the parents just added one extra layer to the suffering that he had to anyway suffer. So, and like again, Snehaji also mentioned, he took ownership. The doership, ನನ್ನಿಂದ ಹಿಂಗಾಗೋಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ, that ownership came. So whether he intended to kill Shravana Kumara or not, at the end of it, he felt that he did something wrong and he took ownership of it, and hence he suffered. So same thing with Yudhishthira saying Ashwatthama hatah kunjara also. He took ownership that ನನ್ನಿಂದ ನನ್ನ ಗುರುಗಳು ಸಾಯ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಬಂತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ಅವನಿಗೆ ನರಕ ದರ್ಶನ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ಕರ್ತಾಹಂ. The entire karma phala
Right.
experiencing is in that one word. I think the code word is kartaham. So
Correct. Otherwise, ಆಗೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರತ್ತೆ.
ಅದ್ರ ಪಡೆಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
Ravana Kumara would have died, the parents would have cursed, Rama would Kaikeyi mantra, everything would have happened. Adu kriya, actually.
True.
See, the kriya is happening.
Right,
So
right,
what is the karma phala? In the mind.
Mind. Absolutely.
ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಯಾವುದು ಕರ್ಮ ಫಲ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಲ್ವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Yes.
Nothing is outside karma. It is not outside. things are as it is. Things are what they are. Alva? I think that is the takeaway. Yes, Anu? Say.
So what about Gandhari's curse, Purnimaji? So Krishna is
Everything is Kriya, no? Everything is happening. Gandhari ಹೇಳಿದ್ಲು. He is also on Guna is acting. But
so it is
already
happening on
written.
account of that curse.
Huh? Hinama?
It is happening because of that curse.
No, it is also she is also a role in the play. It would have anyway, it would have happened, Anta.
Okay.
Everything is written in the script, Kamala.
There is no free will only, actually.
That is the ultimate truth. There is no free will. But we have to assume free will and act. Otherwise, it's difficult. We have to assume free will. Free will, everything is God and but we will not sit like that. No, we will go to the kitchen and work and eat and go to the office. So, assumed free will. As though we have free will, we have to act. As though. That is the key phrase. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಸ್ ದೋ ಫ್ರೀ ವಿಲ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನನಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡು ಅಂತ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ಡೂ ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫರ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ಮೀ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ without the assumption of free will, society will not function. Robbers, thieves, murderers will go scot-free. There is an assumption of free will. That's why that person is punished. Alva?
Absolutely. So, if I can add there, Purnimaji, it's very beautiful. Another learning that I had was we have the option of free won't. So, before we can exercise free will, ನನ್ನ ಗುಣಗಳು ಈ ಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸಿ ಬರ್ಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ದಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡೂ ದಿಸ್ ಆರ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿಕಮ್ ಆಂಗ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಫ್ರೀ ವೋಂಟ್ and say, okay, I'm not going to go by what my body is or my trigunas are going to trigger me to do. Adan madala anta the free won't is the step number 1 towards going to free will. Anta was another
Very nice. So Shreyas and Prayas. Yes, Neha.
But that free want or free will, that is also part of again the design, right? The larger design.
Design.
We are in this path. I mean, we've been put in this path. And finally, I think, processing all this information, this knowledge, whatever we've got, instead of doing all that, just have to intensely focus on the work at hand. The present.
That's the only way that jvara will come down.
ನಾನು ಏನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ ಇದರಿಂದ ನನ್ನ ಕರ್ಮಫಲ ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು
ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ ಭಗವಂತ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ಮ ಒಂದ್ ಮಾಡಮ್ಮ ನೀನು ಬರೀ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗು ಫಲ ಅಪೇಕ್ಷೆ ಪಡ್ಲೇಬೇಡ ದ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಐ ಗೆಟ್ ಫಲ ಅಪೇಕ್ಷೆ ಕರ್ಮ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈ ಗಾಡ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಸೋ ಸ್ಕೇರಿ
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಟು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋ ಆನ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್
ಅಂಡ್ ಅದೇ ಫಲ ಅಪೇಕ್ಷೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಪಾಪ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ವಿ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಇಟ್ ಸೊ ಆಫರ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ಗಾಡ್. That is the advantage of writing a diary or praying before going to bed. Appa Maraya, Kaye, Navacha, Manasendriyarva. See, everything is built into our systems, Neha. You just it, isn't it? Buddhyatmanava prakrute swabhavat karomi yadyat sakalam parasmai narayana iti samarpayami anta heartfelt ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಶ್ಚಿಂತೆಯಾಗಿ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡೋದು. Because the mind is a monkey, man. How will you control it? It's difficult. Anu ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಕರ್ಮ ಫಲಾನೂ ಬೇಕು ಇದೂ ಬೇಕು ರಾಗ ದ್ವೇಷ we do a lot of R&D ಅಂತ ಯಾರೋ ತಮಾಷೆ ರಾಗ ದ್ವೇಷ and MBAs ಮನಸ್ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಅಹಂಕಾರ we all are PhDs and MBA holders. So offer everything what he has said in this verse 30 adhyatma chetasa Mai sarvani sanyasya. Good, it's a good note to end on. Mai sarvani sanyasya. What is the shloka? Mai sarvani sanyasya adhyatma chetasa. Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya adhyatma chetasa. Nirashi nirmamo bhutva yudhyasva vigatas jvaraha. Beautiful. Points to remember. All right. So, offer everything to
Nimaji, Rahulji, Kamalaji.
Yeah, thank you, people. Please,
Thank you all. Yeah.
please pitch in more and more. We'll get so many more inputs. It is so beautiful, and bring more insights from your Ramayana study group. It's very beautiful.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. When is that happening? How is it happening? You tell us later. Okay.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Om
Hari
Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya ಮೃತ್ಯೋರ್ಮಾಮೃತಂಗಮಯ ನಾನು ನಾನೆಂಬುದು ನಾನಲ್ಲ ಈ ದೇಹ ಮನಬುದ್ಧಿ ನಾನಲ್ಲ ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದಾತ್ಮ ಶಿವನಾನು ನಾನೇ ಶಿವೋಹಂ 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 ಲೋಕಾಃ ಸಮಸ್ತಾಃ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु हरिः ओम श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम
Thank you, Ji. Thank you, everyone.